Could you just sit and watch those irrigation sprinklers all day long? Well, I know I could if I could afford to do it, but hey, listen, we're gonna do something a little bit different today. We're gonna pack up the drone. We're gonna go to a secret location. We're gonna throw it up in the air and get some footage. But I've got something that I really wanna talk to you guys about on the way, so let's pack stuff up and let's get on the road. You know, one of the biggest challenges that we have as content creators for lawn care is that it's really the same thing. Like, we do the same thing every year. We make the same applications about the same time every year. And it really doesn't matter where you live. If you have a cool season grass, it's pretty much the same thing all the time. And so I think the challenge that we have is trying to come up with something new, something fresh, something innovative. I know for me personally, I'm going into year number 3 of doing the YouTube thing, and I've probably covered just about every single topic that there is to cover, from fungicides and how to mow. And I'm the type of creator that I'm not going to try to make something sensational to try to get clicks and views. For me personally, the reason why I do this is to help people. I mean, yeah, the making money on YouTube is great. It helps kind of fund all the money that I spend on this YouTube thing. It helps offset it a little bit. But I never set out on this journey to get rich or make a bunch of money or get a bunch of views or sponsorships or any of that. I set out to help people. And so I'm just not going to get into the clickbaity, do this now or your lawn is ruined forever, type content. Because honestly, I think most people kind of see through that. Thinking about my viewership and the people that actually follow me and actually care about what I'm doing. And then I think about how, before I even got into this lawn care game, like how I viewed other YouTubers. And I'll tell you a specific story. He's actually one of my most favorite YouTubers. He was probably, I won't say the reason, but he's one of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel, and it's Mr. Ferguson. Now, Mr. Ferguson is a fellow North Carolinian. He's a DIYer, and one of the things that I love about Mr. Ferguson is that he's not a professional. He was extremely relatable. And to me, when I was, kind of thinking about becoming a YouTuber and who I wanted to emulate and kind of be like, Mr. Ferguson was one of those people. I think that being relatable to people is a undervalued commodity when it comes to YouTube, especially in the lawn care space. Unlike some of the other, channel that are out there, I think lawn care is a very different type of space. It's a different type of person, different type of personality. And I think what Mr. Ferguson, he'll admit he doesn't know everything and he makes mistakes. But honestly, that's what really resonated with me, was how personable he was, how genuine he was. And I think what the trend that we're seeing on YouTube now versus maybe back during the COVID years was people are looking for someone who they can relate with. Somebody who's either in their geographical area, has their grass type, maybe their age, the things that they're dealing with, whether it's, dealing with kids or whatever. We're all just looking for someone who we can relate with. And Mr. Ferguson, the thing that he does better than anything else is relate to his audience. He used to do 3 or 4 videos a week. And I'll be honest with you, before I started my channel, Mr. Ferguson always released a video on the same day at the same time. It's usually like 7 o'clock in the morning on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I would be lying to you if I didn't say that, like, I looked forward to those videos. I look, you know, even at 6:30 in the morning, I knew his video was going to hit at 7, and there it was at 7 o'clock. The video hit, and it was just awesome. And it wasn't that he was giving me anything foundationally or, you know, transformationally, something that maybe I didn't already know. But what I loved about his channel was, again, how relatable he was, and then just kind of following along with his journey and what he was doing. As a community, we've gotten into this frame of mind where it's all just problem solving. And it's great that we're showing you how to kill weeds and we're showing you how to do this, but just kind of going back to being creative and having fun and following along with somebody and being relatable to that person. You can only make but so much content on YouTube because it's all repetitive. I mean, how many times can we talk about mowing or, you know, this fertilizer or that fertilizer or how to kill clover? I mean, it's been done 1,000 times. This is the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and I bought this really to help take pictures and photos and stuff in the lawn. And because I have a YouTube channel and I make money off of YouTube, as I mentioned, I have to be licensed. So you have to get your Part 107 license from the FAA to be able to fly. If you make money. Now, if you just want to fly just for your own well-being, just kind of take pictures of your house and that kind of thing, you don't need a license to do that. So this is it, and I love it. It's got all kinds of different cameras and sensors and things on it to help me so I don't crash it. Alright guys, so thank you so much for coming and spending some time with me. It was great to throw up the drone. You know, this is something that I just really enjoy. I enjoy photography and taking pictures and just kind of getting some of the scenery. You know, here in North Carolina, it is just an absolute blessing that I get to live here and call Western North Carolina home. You guys have a great day. Peace.